freestyle too.
Who Swamp?
Yeah.
Swamp is a bad boy. Miss Hustle is one of the greatest female battle rappers, though. I like it. Not to take nothing away from her. I didn't see the battle in its entirety, but you know, you gotta respect her. But Swamp is one of them ones.
Facts.
Word. All right, Purple and Gold Skies. Y'all already know what this is, man. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Lakerland. We are in the building. Seven Mitchell, BA, Hank. Shout out to the Lakerland community, man. We've had an unbelievable episode to give you guys tonight. Game 3 of the NBA Finals is also going down in a little bit over an hour, so we're not going to keep you guys that long, but got to bring you guys everything that's going down in Lakerland. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel, become a YouTube channel member as well. We got special members only content, and make sure y'all check out the Lakerland podcast, available on all your listening platforms, including Apple Pod and Spotify. BA, Hank, what's the word, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Man, I feel like it's been a busy week as far as sports, man. Just like things happening in and out, especially with the coaching. I know we're gonna talk about all of this, but yeah, coaching and everything else that I want to bring up because we're gonna talk about it all. But it's been busy, man, for sports.
One of the craziest weeks in Lakerland, especially for a team that isn't in the NBA Finals. We've talked about that before, how we've just found a way to steal the headlines this week. Crazy.
Anybody got clutch sport number?
What you say, Hank?
Anybody got clutch sport number?
Man, I need their email. I need something.
I would call my old friend Kendrick up, but you know he probably got rid of it and deleted it by now.
No, he blocked him on Twitter.
Oh man.
Well, what do y'all think about this whole situation before we really get started? This might be the layup line topic. What about this whole thing with Kendrick Perkins and LeBron James? You know, we spoke on this briefly, really, when it happened in real time, but then it took a lot of headlines from the mainstream media in the last couple of days. Like they've made a story out of it. And we've seen Kendrick respond. We've seen Kevin Durant kind of get involved in this mix. What do y'all think about Kendrick Perkins and this LeBron James unfollowing saga?
You want to talk your ish, Hank?
Well, what before we get into what did KD get into it about? Because I didn't see that one.
Basically, it was on a social media post, and Kendrick Perkins was saying that even Jesus got crucified or something like that, and KD reposted it like you not Jesus, bro, or something like that, like something of that nature. I can't quote the tweet, but you know how KD is the man on Twitter. Like,
well, they didn't got into it too, so you know that's just being petty.
He done sold his boy out before.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of similar. Maybe that's why KD got into it, because you know, LeBron ain't used to Kendrick saying bad things about him and his family. So when he started going against the family, LeBron's like, nah, you done, and dropped him off, you know, say, I'm unfollowing you. They had Rich Paul call him instead of him calling him. So yeah, I think he just didn't like what Kendrick was going in the media space. And what's his name? Richard Jefferson said that this is the modern day Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley.
That's so disrespectful to put Kendrick Perkins on the level of Charles Barkley. Number one, let's start there.
Thanks.
But BA, check this out. Like, I mean, what's your take on this, man? I'm a little bit speechless. What's your?
Yeah, I think LeBron is. You know my take, man. I think LeBron is in his feelings, and like if we are friends or whatnot, and you do have an issue with something that I did say, I mean, you definitely can call me personally. To have multiple middlemen through Clutch Sports contact me just to tell me don't talk about this or don't say this and don't say that. I think that's out of line, bro. Especially if we like that's to me.
LeBron James.
Man.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you ain't like that middleman, that Rich
Uh,
Paul message. You ain't like that, huh?
seven,
Watch out on
seven,
the show.
seven. Like when this channel blow up to be what it is, right? And then I go to another platform and I say something and it offends you, but I don't think it's offending you or whatnot. And you mad at me. I don't want you to send Hank. I don't want you to send Cole. I want you to hit me up and be like, BA, come on, man, we boys, bro. Like, I didn't like that. And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'll be like, my bad. I take that back, and then we move on from there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, when I found out that LeBron used a messenger to relay a message, that was kind of crazy. But let me ask you a question, bro. Like, why does Kendrick feel the need? Because they got history, like for years. I'm not gonna say they have the best, their best friends, but they have a history. But why does it feel like Kendrick is forcing himself to criticize and judge LeBron?
He kind of
Like,
answered it.
why?
I
He
don't
kind
think
of answered it on that podcast I watched with Richard Jefferson. What is it? What's they called? He already had it, but he's with JJ now. He with JJ. But anyhow, he went on there and said that basically he's got to be objective about Bron because he could lose his job. He said that basically pretty much in that episode that they'll put him on a chopping block if he just says all praises about him.
I don't know about all of that. Because ESPN be glazing LeBron. We
They
know
do
that.
that. They
They
do.
be glazing. But
Really?
they do. They be glazing, bro. The only person that halfway steps out halfway is Stephen A. Smith. He a hater. He a LeBron hater for real.
No, he can't. I don't think he like LeBron for real.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. He low key like me. At least I'm open. I'd be like, man, I don't.
So,
He
so,
halfway.
so, so, fellas, we're talking about a guy who has been in the NBA. Basketball has been his life. He's been in the NBA, played in the NBA. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Perkins should have made millions in the NBA.
Definitely.
He's an NBA champion.
Mhm.
You mean to tell me that at this point in the game, he got a network like his life is riding on this ESPN job, where as though they can silence him and tell him how to really talk?
Nah.
To me, that's crazy.
He being honest, man. Like I don't believe
No.
like he's been like I can't knock him for his opinion. All he said was, "Oh, LeBron is trying to get it. He's trying to get the light. He's trying to get the light or whatnot from the moment." And that's what LeBron does. And that's all he said. That wasn't super crazy or belligerent like he was really talking down on his son, his family, and all. He ain't do all of that. All he said was
This
like,
is a
"Here's LeBron again."
this is a repeat offender. This is Kendrick Perkins we talking about. And let me ask you this, because Hank, if he wouldn't have said this, you think Kendrick Perkins would have lost his job?
I don't know. It's the way you got to watch that episode. I think the way he was describing it was like he's gotta give his true opinion and not feel like he's glazing all the time because he just felt like he'll be on the chopping block.
But when has there ever been a narrative, a real one, that people were upset with the way Kendrick Perkins does his job for praising LeBron?
I don't know.
So that's bogus. To me, that to me, you know what I feel like this is, and we've seen it with other people like Stephen A. Smith, ESPN and network, they have their agenda. And they tell these guys what they need to do and how they need to do it.
They do.
But of course, they have PRs and publicists and they know how to butter things up. So that's the excuse that they will lay out for him to use. But bro, nobody has ever felt like Kendrick has been super biased to LeBron in his job, that it's a problem. I heard the opinion before. We've heard the opinion before, yeah, but no, it hasn't been like a problem, like where people like, man, yo, you gotta fire him, like, or people coming down on ESPN, bro. I think this is him trying to force his way into the media realm like a Stephen A. Smith with that shock value, because Kendrick Perkins has been on TV for a minute. Do y'all learn anything basketball wise from Kendrick Perkins? Keep it real.
Every once in a while, he does give like knowledge based teaching, but he mostly does, the topic stuff. Honestly,
I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't learn anything from him, but I am very entertained. I like a lot of his sayings. It's like
you do.
He reminds me of like Stuart Scott with some of the the terminology he used and the statements he say, which is dope. I'm like, oh man, that was actually pretty dope, man. I like that. But outside of that, no, he's just a big teddy bear that Malika Andrews likes to pick on.
You know, I just feel like guys have opportunities, and I understand this opportunity with ESPN is great. You know, I don't know what the specifics is behind it, so I don't want to downplay it. Even though he's a millionaire already, or at least should be, you know, it's just kind of sad to me, man. It's just like, bro, he feels like, okay, in order for me to be respected in this game, because everybody knows I'm friends with LeBron, I need to be real extra critical to show the people that I'm not biased. Like, bro, who's forcing you to do that? And the way you're doing it, we watched him do it to Kevin Durant. Like, he's violating the people that helped him get to who he, like, these guys helped him be.
Though? Is he really violating? That's not a
Yeah,
violation. He's giving his opinion. That's all. He's not talking. He said he countless on countless moments, right? He's always said LeBron is the greatest basketball player to ever play. I want him to retire so he can do this. Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers that I've ever seen in my life. He gives that, like he gives that he puts out that narrative all the time, but in between there, when he sees something that he is off, he speaks on it, and I don't think anything wrong with that.
Now, what he did say, Seven, is that he's still gonna call LeBron the greatest of all time. He said that too. It's Road Tripping is the name of the podcast. But he said that he's still gonna call LeBron the greatest. He said that has nothing to do with his opinion on that. It's just he feels when he needs to give his authentic thoughts, he's gonna do it.
This is the Lakerland podcast. We got 7 BA and Hank in the building. Shout out to Cole, man. Cole is out on load management handling his 9 to 5, but he will be back in the building with us hopefully next week. I spoke to him earlier. We chopping it up talking about Kendrick Perkins, LeBron James, the whole unfollowing on Twitter saga. I mean, you guys are right. I can't really disagree with anything you guys are saying about Kendrick Perkins. I guess just to me personally, the disappointing thing about it is a lot of his takes are similar to the shock value takes of Stephen A and some of these other guys. And I would just think that a guy who has had relationships with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, not that he can't be honest, but we would get a different perspective because he has a relationship and a history with these guys that Stephen A don't. So it's like you would know some inner things and reasons why some things move the way they do that Stephen A wouldn't, because he don't have no personal history. You've really been in locker rooms with these guys. So I would expect KP to have a different approach and a delivery with his coverage than someone who not involved. So that's what disappoints me the most.
So what I truly think is we know sometimes through time people grow apart, right? And I think that I think that he's probably been trying to get in touch with LeBron, talk about certain things, similar with KD, and this is a possibility. I'm not saying that this is true, this is fact or anything, but it's possible that he's been trying to get in touch with LeBron for a while and been trying to connect with LeBron for a while, but has not been able to because LeBron has either been busy or LeBron has been sending middlemen to him in general, and they not as close as they used to be. And he probably low-key internally feels a certain type of way about that. But of course, he's never going to say that publicly.
It sounds like you feel a certain type of way about this middleman thing. You keep bringing that up. I swear,
I
keep doing that LeBron low key. I'm telling you.
I don't like it. I don't like it, bro. And it is kind of a pet peeve, and it is kind of like a trigger to me. Just when like if it's different if we cool and I never really rock with you like that, or we're cordial and all of that. You got middlemen or whatnot, a business and all. But when if I feel like you're my friend, like my actual friend, I don't need no middleman.
No, I agree. All right, Lakerland, we about to move on to our next topic, man. Earlier today, we had some sad news to report out of the purple and gold, man, in Lakerland. The iconic, the logo the NBA legend, Hall of Famer, whatever you want to call him, one of the greatest, Jerry West, passed away at the age of 86 years of age. Jerry West, man, won an NBA championship back in 1972. Finals MVP back in 1969. They lost that final series. He was the first player, and I believe the only player to be Finals MVP and losing. 14-time All-Star, selected to the All-NBA team 12 times. He was a 5-time All-Defensive Team member. NBA anniversary, 8-time NBA champion as an executive. Like, Jerry West's resume is unreal. What's your guys' thoughts about the passing, and how do you think this is going to affect the NBA community short term?
We lost shout out, condolences to his family, 100%. You know, because he does have family, coaches, and everything, and grandchildren and all of that. I'm sure that miss him. But I look at it from the aspect of, this is the NBA silhouette. You feel me? Like, this is the NBA silhouette, and not only was he legendary, he was actually one of the first freaking superstars to be like that to ever bear a gold and purple uniform.
Yep.
Like, if you look at it, right? Like,
yep.
Face of the NBA. This is what we want our prototypical NBA player to look like, a favorite height and all of that. And we're losing a great mind. We're like losing this guy right here, man. What he did for the Lakers, both dynasties, was incredible. But then what he did with Golden State was incredible. And then if we want to transition to the team that's across the street, with the Clippers, with CP and all of them, when they were on top, like, he did tremendous.
He's the reason Kawhi and Paul George is over there. Don't forget, he was under he was in the system of Minnesota when they the Timberwolves. I mean, not the Timberwolves, the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you know,
this is a basketball mind who got the job done, and it is like, man, he's probably the greatest GM to ever to do this.
The resume is crazy, but Hank, what's your thoughts on the loss of Jerry West, and what would you say is his greatest moment, whether being a player or an executive? What's the top moment to you?
Well, number one, again, condolences to his family, his friends. He's touched a lot of people over this time, including in the actual NBA community, those players that are past players, current players. He's done a lot for all those gentlemen and ladies, and condolences to everybody. But he's great. I want to say probably it has to be one of his biggest moments is actually winning the championship as a player, and then after that, I would think he probably felt really good, in my opinion, when Kobe got his, because he drafted him and he pretty much put the mantra on him as being the greatest Laker. So probably when Kobe got that first one, and then the one without Shaq too, that probably felt good about for Kobe, as an accomplishment. So he's I just said it, we talking. I feel like we always say, Magic or Kobe's the greatest Laker. Like, Jerry West might be the greatest Laker. I'm not just talking about player, just Laker overall.
Overall, yeah. Overall,
like what he's done for the whole organization and the league has been amazing. Going to those different destinations. He had a part in Golden State. We always forget about that. He's the one that told them do not trade Clay. They was about to trade Clay for Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Yep. So he had a part in Golden State. He had a part in the Clippers. He had a part in the Lakers. He had a part in Memphis. That's the reason why Pau Gasol became a Laker, because of Jerry West. So,
wow.
And of course, if you think about it, his brother went over there and did great too. So he helped Memphis again.
Yeah.
That Memphis squad was great with Zach Randolph and them. So, he's just a great basketball mind. It's sad to see. He's forever the logo. I don't think they're going to change it now. I really don't see it ever changing. There's always those rumors of Michael getting it or Kobe or something, but this is cemented as the logo forever now.
But peep game, you bring up the logo. The NBA has never publicly
acknowledged it.
Acknowledged that he was the logo, which in definition means that he's never gotten paid off of this.
Correct. Of course. Yeah.
All this time. Should there be something done in regards to that, fellas, now that he has passed away? And do y'all have any ideas?
He should have been.
I don't know.
His family should own a percentage of the NBA.
Really? Whoa!
No, you're taking my silhouette, bro. Everybody knows that that's me. Everybody knows that that's Jerry West, but you're not gonna call it Jerry West because of you don't want to pay him. You never wanted to pay him.
I don't know how they're gonna do that. It's gonna be.
It's not gonna happen. But I'm just saying, I would like give them 5%, give them 2%, give them something. Give them a small percentage of the NBA, because this is like that logo is all everybody up, like all of us here. That's all we know. When you talk about the NBA, that's all we know.
If you was to ever put Jordan's logo, they was gonna have to pay him for it. Yeah. Jordan or Kobe or anything like that. So in a sense, they probably should do something. You know, even if it's not a whole bunch, it's something to acknowledge the fact that, hey, it's been you all along, and you know, we love you, we respect you, and we want to give this, you know, what a little bit of past money he probably owed on top of it.
Hey, is acknowledgement, is public acknowledgement enough? Does money have to come into play with this?
Yeah.
It's generational. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's well taken care of, but it's still generational money. Just a couple percentages of all the merchandise that they sell with that logo on it, past and present and future.
Literally, think about it. That silhouette that I said that we all up here know, right, has made literally trillion with a T. Dollars has made over $1 trillion with a T dollars since it's been branded.
Okay.
Like if you're not even a sports fan, you just take the NBA off of it and just put the silhouette. Everybody knows what that is. They know it's the National Basketball Association. It's like seeing the Golden Arches.
Facts. That's a great analogy. That's a great comparison. That's a great comparison. Facts. We know what that is.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, let's get into the TikTok segment of the Lakerland podcast, the first TikTok segment of the pod. Describe these NBA teams in one word. BA, the Los Angeles Lakers.
You should have said LeBron.
That's exactly. Hey, y'all be Hank, you read my mind. That's exactly what I was about to say. LeBron. That's my description.
Hank, the Boston Celtics.
Champions.
For the Warriors, only thing I just see is panic. That's just the first word that I think of when we talk about the Golden State Warriors. I'm going to keep it real, this panic. What about you, Hank? I'm going to come back to you. What one word describes the Milwaukee Bucks?
Unproven.
Really? Hey. BA, what one word describes the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Young.
Hank, the San Antonio Spurs.
Popovich.
Facts.
Last but not least, BA, what one word describes the Los Angeles Clippers?
Disappointment.
You see, I had to put LA on BA's back.
You said disappointment?
Yeah. Disappointing. I can say disappointing, but disappointment that's all they've been for me.
Word. This is the Lakerland podcast. We're about to jump into our next topic of discussion because we were lied to, and I got to talk to the bosses, and I got BA and Hank with me, man. Make sure y'all join us here on the Lakerland podcast. But we were lied to by the Lakers organization this week. Dan Hurley declined the offer, if you want to call it, to become the Lakers' next head coach. Shams had came out after the decline and said that the Lakers, Dan Hurley wasn't the Lakers' number one target as reported, I believe, by Woj and others, which the Lakers kind of led us to believe that this guy out of the clear blue sky was the first guy they've been targeting. He declined, and reports came out that that report wasn't true. The Lakers also reportedly does not have a plan B. JJ Redick and the Lakers organization reportedly has had minimum communication before and after the decline from Dan Hurley. What are y'all guys' reaction to Dan pretty much declining this job, and where the hell does the Lakers go now?
You got it, Hank.
I think it's cap. This is all a show.
You think the Lakers got something up their sleeve?
This is all a show, man. They got great marketing, man. That Clutch Sports and LeBron, they is amazing, man. I wish they could manage us right now.
Facts.
We'd be the number one podcast on all platforms around the world. They talking about the Lakers in the finals, and they not even playing. They're not playing. They're not even playing. They talking about LeBron on ESPN the whole finals run.
Oh my God, it's crazy how much they talked about LeBron. I saw it on Twitter. People had screenshots of how many times they've talked about LeBron during the NBA finals.
Man, he is the best. Jordan ain't got nothing on him when it's come. Only thing he got on him is the shoes. That's it. But as far as the rest of the marketing, LeBron got it on lock. He's helped the Lakers out tremendously. This keeps him in the news. As they say in entertainment, all good or bad news is always good news. Keeps you in the media. As far as Hurley is concerned, I still think it puts him in the NBA coaching fraternity or candidates in the future if he does decide to leave UConn. Right now, he's comfortable. Why would you leave a back-to-back champion? He has a chance to win a third one, or 3 out of 4 out of 5, whatever. He once that run is done for him, he has an opportunity. His name will still be hot. I think he'll still have a great run there at UConn. And then, of course, on the Lakers side, they got multiple coaching options. They know it. You know, this is just a show. They're going to have somebody.
I don't know. BA, what's your reaction to Dan Hurley declining the job and the Lakers having no plan B? Where do we go from here?
I think this is a great thing for the Lakers organization if you are a LeBron James fan. If you are a LeBron James fan, this means that this gives Lakers fans hopes that he can possibly stay.
Keeps control.
Yeah,
keeps control.
Exactly.
Yes.
Keeps control of the franchise. Look at Seven is like, yes, yes. So therefore, I won't be wearing my Lakers jersey next year. I gotta wait another 2 years, y'all. But I think that it's. I think they have their coach already. I think they already have their coach, and similar to what Hank was just saying, I think it's all cap. I think that this was smoke and mirrors. I believe, I really truly believe that he really told them beforehand, nah, I'm gonna stay. But they made it come out now and all of that good stuff. And yeah, smoke and mirrors. And yeah, come manage us. Clutch Sports, we need you. We need you. Come manage us.
Look, he got Woj and my man, what's his name, Shams going at it.
Beefing. Yeah, they gonna be beefing this summer, bro. But I am shocked and I am surprised. I really got to talk to the bosses about you, Hank and BA. Y'all are sweeping this thing under the rug. This to me is horrible. No one is criticizing Coach Dan Hurley for declining the Lakers job. He's already won 2 championships back to back. There's no guarantee that he'll win the third, but I'm not mad that he's going for it. But again, this opportunity on face value, bro, this is the Lakers. They are offering you more. They're looking for you to help develop. So that automatically means you're going to get some time. We thought that the next coach would only have a 2-year window. They were going to give him 8. Probably wasn't going to be a guaranteed 8, but for you to decline the job and no one is really Blaming you for it lets you know how bad of a job this Lakers coaching opportunity is.
That's not true. Krzyzewski turned it down when he was a young coach too.
But who would want to be a Lakers head coach though? It sounds good, but especially with LeBron here, bro, it's been a carousel of coaches.
But that makes it even worse, BA, because you guys are alluding to the Lakers that have already had, they already got somebody behind the scenes for their next head coach. But we've been watching this game. We know who the candidates are and who's not. They're not going to pull nobody out of a damn hat. So we know out of all the nominees and candidates, wasn't nobody really running away with this off of real experience. JJ Redick really was running away with it off of biasness. So I don't understand what the holdup is. Other than if it's JJ Redick and you're waiting for him to finish, coverage of the NBA Finals. That's it.
Well, he said it waits after the finals. He's already made that on the podcast. Said waits after the finals.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
And this happened before all the Dan Hurley talk. He said, wait till after the finals. JJ said that.
Yeah. We'll see, to be continued. But if I was a coach out there, if I was a first-time coach that just needed a gig or something, maybe I would rush towards that job because I wouldn't care if I got fired next year or the year after. I wouldn't care. But if I'm a coach that's kind of seasoned, that's looking for where to go, I would never touch that job. Not anytime soon while LeBron is there. When LeBron definitely, because pressure and everything is going to be different and it's going to be more rebuilding.
Like I said, Krzyzewski turned it down when he was about the same age as Hurley, the Lakers job, and he went on to have that legendary career that he had. Krzyzewski is gone. The lane is open in college basketball, but he could be the new Krzyzewski as well. So that's another thing that he's probably maybe thinking about.
He's a Hall of Famer right now, just off his back-to-back championships. He just pulled a Billy Donovan in and out, bam, bam.
Well, I know one thing. The story continues in Lakerland. So I am not mad at that, but we're going to have to figure out what's next. When we talk about possible candidates, I had did a video earlier in the week on Frank Vogel. Maybe he should be a name. What do y'all think about that?
I like that idea.
For 2 years?
That's cool.
He said 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, his ass ain't gonna stay. We know what Frank is about, but at least he's one with the core of this team. So
he might not even get 2 years. He might come in 1 year.
You think LeBron and them would get rid of him again? Oh
yes,
my God, that'd be horrible.
Darvin Ham, we know dang well Darvin Ham should be there right now. Darvin Ham should be the coach.
You know who I would like to get the job, even though it'll be a 2-year stint?
Who's that?
Mark Jackson.
Oh, yes. I would love, give him a job anywhere, man.
That'll be perfect because it's only gonna be 2 years. He get a chance to get his foot back in the door, and I do think he would do a good job.
I like what you call it too. I like Sam Cassell as well. I wanted to see Sam Cassell as a head coach somewhere.
Bring back Phil Jackson.
Oh
no,
that's worse.
No, it's not. What are y'all talking about?
That's worse than Mark.
Hey, the Phil Jackson is like the same age as R.I.P. to Jerry West, but they like the same age, bro.
Right.
We not doing this, bro. Yo, he didn't live the full life already. You feel me?
Greatest to ever do it. Lakerland, y'all let us know who y'all think should be the next Lakers head coach in our comment section. NBA draft is coming up, I believe, fellas, in about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit less than 2 weeks. It's been a lot of talk about the Lakers with this number 17 pick in the first round. I believe Hank and I spoke earlier this week on the possibilities of the Lakers drafting Zach Eddy from Purdue to pair up with Anthony Davis. BA, what would be your reaction to the Lakers drafting Zach Eddy? Would that be a smart move to use with the 17th pick?
Yeah, I think Zach Eddy, I think he's a top 10 pick. He's a big man that can shoot the ball. Granted, he still has to work on his lateral movement, but that's going to come within that's going to come in with age and wisdom and experience, because it's a dude that's down there, and it's a dude that's out that plays with the Clippers right now, Zubac, who was the same exact way. Super stiff, couldn't move, super chubby, like he couldn't move or anything. And now Zubac is a double machine. That actually, when he's healthy, he's helping the Clippers. So I believe Eddy could be that, but even a bigger version.
Former Laker.
Yeah, he was a former Laker. Yeah. LeBron got him out of there, right? Yeah, he did.
I need some clarity on something. Is Zach Eddy to you top 10 BA because of the lack of talent in this draft, or you think he has top 10?
Yeah, he has top 10. It's like it's definitely due to lack of talent.
Okay. How does that look though with Zach and Anthony Davis? Does it make sense? How does it help AD? How does it hurt AD?
It doesn't hurt him at all. AD gets to play away from the basket like he always wanted to, because Zach, one thing about Eddy runs the floor and he finishes at the basket, and if you need him to pop here and there, he will hit a jump shot.
Yeah, we talked about that. I said this will help Anthony Davis so much, and he's like he's a seasoned college player. Played with 4 or 5 years almost.
Yeah. He played 5 years because he had a red shirt. COVID year. I'm sorry, he had the COVID year.
Yep. So he's having, he's coming in as a super rookie,
2-time player, back-to-back player of the year. At that, average they at 30 points a game, 15 rebounds in the NCAA tournament.
Zach Eddy being drafted at 17 would be the worst move that the Lakers can make, y'all. Come on now. Like, let's be honest.
How would it be?
Do you know how slow this offense will be next year with a 40-year-old LeBron, Anthony Davis, who isn't getting any younger, and this guy? There's no fast break with him.
They needed to be slow because everybody getting older.
Okay, if that's what you want to sell me on, BA, that the Lakers need to slow down the pace, then okay. Well, again, what kind of coach is like? Okay, what coach is perfect for that?
JJ Redick,
because he don't have no experience, so it's easy to start off.
Rondo gonna be assistant coach, so you good.
Hey. And plus, LeBron is gonna be the player coach low key anyway. He gonna be making the plays.
But you got the competition that the Western Conference is getting better. See, it's not just about the Lakers improving. You also got a conference that everybody is getting better. People are getting healthier, so you have to be able to compete. So what about that?
Well, who else is gonna go on? Who else is he gonna be able to pick for 17th pick, bro? You don't know. You know why you don't know? Because don't nobody know anybody from college or overseas.
I'm not disagreeing with you that Zach Eddy should be up there because of the amount of talent that we have in the pool, but I'm just talking about as far as this system. Yeah, the last thing I would have thought about was that we would need to slow down even more. I don't see him being useful in the type of offense that we have liked to run over the last few years.
So in basketball, you know this, Seven, and Hank, you know this. He is the lag. He is the lag. The person that's going to be sprinting the floor in front of him is going to be Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
So
that don't happen. AD don't sprint, and then you got LeBron. That's what I'm saying. It ain't so much just about Zach Eddy, but usually if you got someone like Zach Eddy, his supporting cast, those guys will get down there. So, but you got 3 of the 5 guys is slow.
What about Minnesota?
Gobert, Cat, and they got the young boy at the 3. Cat to me hustles and is more available than AD. And that young boy he got more legs than LeBron.
Look, I think as long as they solidify that roster with some more shooters, you can get away with getting those 2 bigs to start, set a tone. Then you can start substituting, bring in Rui, bring in a Malik Monk or whatever, and they make the pace faster.
I want to see him in OK. I want to see him like with OKC or somebody like that. That's why I would really like to see him with like a team that's already stacked and they just need size.
Who?
Zach Edey along with Chet and
Yeah,
Shea.
Chet. Yeah, Chet. Move Chet to the four.
Ooh,
Chet is
and
a four.
Jaden,
He's not
J-Dub. That'd be crazy.
that's what I'm
Oh, you
saying.
said Zach Edey to go OKC?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to see him with OKC, how they would look with an actual big man in the middle.
They gave Dallas some problems now.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell. What about him? You know, he's an important factor that people are not really speaking on. We talk about the Lakers. You know, we about to head into the off season, and what do y'all think D'Lo is going to do?
That's a great question. D'Lo, I think I think if LeBron stays, he'll probably stay. But I think he's waiting on like LeBron out of all of this, even before coaching, bro. I think everybody is just waiting on LeBron. What is LeBron going to do? And I think LeBron is waiting on where's my son gonna go. So it's like a chain, it's like a chain of events that needs to happen before anything can be considered to even be put in permanent marker.
We know after the draft, we'll know exactly what's gonna happen pretty much.
Yeah, facts. Everything is gonna drop right then and there. Everybody's gonna have an idea of what pretty much is going to shake and move.
Hank, can you see D'Lo being tired of this soap opera once and for all in Los Angeles and just going ahead and parting ways and leaving?
I think he likes it out here. From all the stuff that I've heard him say out of his mouth and articles I've read, he wants to stay in LA. He likes it out in LA.
Yeah, but he don't
got
like
a great
to be
relationship with AD.
But he don't like to be considered to be traded. There's no security for him, and this was his second go around here. So,
anywhere for him,
huh?
I don't think there's gonna be no real security anywhere for him. He's been traded how many times?
Yeah,
so he's a journeyman.
Yeah, he's definitely a journeyman. He's definitely a journeyman.
But AD really likes him, and I do believe LeBron likes him as well.
Yeah.
He getting over what 20 like he getting over what 22 $23 million this year if he opted.
He deserved more than Clay. I know that much.
So speaking of that, then could you see him going back to Golden State and letting Clay walk?
I don't like that experiment.
Swap it out.
They experiment.
Swap it out. Sign and trade. I do it.
They experimented with that already. And then and as a Laker, a hero Lakerland, I know the fans don't want to see Klay Thompson playing with. They already the Lakers are already old.
Just to release him and wave him. We just want to embarrass him because he talks too much.
Seven just said we're gonna be slow. We get Clay, Zach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's even slower, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's even slower, bro.
All right, Lakerland. Let's get into our next TikTok segment of the pod, man. Which NBA player, BA and Hank, could date your daughter? Let's talk about it. Hank, got a daughter? So these NBA players could date your daughter. I got one. Dylan Brooks or John Morant? You got to pick one. You got to pick one, Hank.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
hey, yo.
I feel him though. I feel him though. I feel him.
You feel him?
I know my pistol game ready for John Morant though.
Yeah,
sound correct. You know,
John Morant Dylan Brooks is gonna be on some weird stuff, and then John Morant gonna be trying to take her to the hood and all of that stuff, and try to act like he a thug. Gonna be playing with guns. Be like, look, baby, look what I could do with this. Nah, I don't No.
What about you, BA? Which of these NBA players could date your daughter? Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown. 100%.
Why not Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum. He
a goofy.
He acts and he moves like a robot. And like
he's a goofy.
I don't want to call him that, but you can say that. But Jaylen Brown.
He out with LMA. I ain't mad at him.
Hey, Jaylen Brown, very intelligent brother. He's out here talking about people. He's advocating for people that look like us. He's giving back to the community. biggest contract of course in NBA history, etc. Like, and he's like his IQ is like he got like one of the highest IQs in the United States.
Yeah. I like Jalen cool.
Yeah,
I still wouldn't want none of them to date my daughter though. No,
man,
that go.
I don't want no NBA person dating my daughter. But if I had to choose between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, yeah, Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum, St. Louis in the building, so I know he a light skinned dude that gets a little buck wild.
Yeah. You got LMA. I think they still together. LMA.
LMA and who?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. I don't know if I don't know if they're still dating. I know
it was for a minute.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown got what's her name? Bernice. Forgot her name. Yeah, Bernice Burgo.
Oh man.
So he matured. That's that mature life because she almost 40. And like he's like that's what I like. Like I would dig his energy over Jason Tatum's anyway, any day. Are you on mute?
You on mute?
Yeah, you on mute, 7.
Hank, I'm not letting you get away with this. I'm about to spin the block. Which of these NBA players are you going to let date your daughter, Hank? I'm not playing no games with you. Are we going with the fashion guard Jimmy Butler or the fashion guard James Harden?
Hell no. Neither one.
Yo, these names is crazy.
Hell no.
Jimmy Butler. Did you see James Harden's face this past weekend?
Oh the wedding
with the bouquet.
Great players though.
Yeah, amazing players. Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, but nah.
And Hall of Famers on the court and off.
Last one, BA. Which of these NBA players could date your daughter? The French sensation Victor Wembanyama or the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I'm gonna go to Greek freak. And I would choose a Greek freak due to the fact that I see how he really values his family. And I don't know if that like he doesn't really allow his wife to be in the spotlight, but the stuff that I hear, the documentaries and stuff that I've seen, and he treats his wife like a true queen for real. Like he lifts her and he lifts his children up too. Like
he did his brothers.
Yeah,
the family thing, you hit it on the head.
Yeah, Victor out there. Victor, I know he out there. He out here.
Young and dumb.
He effing with them pros right now. Victor effing with them pros.
He got that work right now. That's what they call it. He got that work. And Giannis is, I believe, is probably well established. So I would go with Giannis as well.
But who would you pick? But would you go? Who would you pick? Jimmy Butler or James Harden?
Jimmy.
I
would have to go with Jimmy. Jimmy, even though Jimmy is a wild boy, Jimmy ain't freaked out. Like Harden is freaked out. Like Harden will break your heart cheating and all that. Like Jimmy just a wild boy, But I think Jimmy is solid.
I heard things about Jimmy I don't know.
I ain't never really heard Jimmy being like wow like that with I've heard more stories about Harden than Jimmy. So Jimmy to me just wow, but stand up, no drama, blue collar, hard worker.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't get no diva out of him like you get from Harden. So if I had to pick,
I call Jimmy Butler my player.
Yeah.
Because he built himself all the way up.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a bar too. That's a bar, by the way. That's a bar. I'm gonna have to steal that one. I'm gonna have to use it in battle rap.
Hank, I got a question for you and BA. Just briefly, in y'all opinion, why do y'all think scoring guards are more valuable than scoring distributors in the game of basketball?
I don't think that scoring guards are more valuable.
You disagree with the notion?
Yeah, I disagree. I think scoring distributors are more valuable due to the fact that they get everybody else involved. And this is like this a little different this season because now like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are in the finals and they're scoring. Well, I would say Kyrie specifically because he's an actual guard. He's a scoring guard. Usually a lot of scoring guards, they're not super successful as far as winning championships. Especially when they can distribute, but they don't because they want to handle and shoot. Everybody else is off rhythm. So that's why I say a playmaker. Give me a playmaker that can score.
Yeah.
What about you, Hank? Why do you think, or do you think that scoring guards are more valued than scoring distributors? Because when I ask this question on social media, people feel like because guys are able to create their own shot, that's more value to a team than a guy who can get you in the right position. But if you don't follow up and make the shot, it's really irrelevant. So they are valuing someone that really can take control of the game themselves, more or less being dependent on someone to actually finish the job.
It's just a generational thing, honestly. It's the way the younger guys are thinking of the game and being taught the game. A person that can distribute and score is the best. You know who my favorite player of all time is. All time is Isaiah. So he was that guy who could do both, and he put his scoring to the side so that he could help his team win. And especially even now in these days, think about how Houston turned it around this year. Where they got a guy that could do both.
Yep.
Set the table first. And that's what you need. The veterans in the game, I think, are not able to really teach the young guys that method, and everyone wants to be Steph. He changed the game. They don't realize that Steph can actually do both.
Yeah.
But how much value, BA, do you put on both of them? Like, is there a big gap in between the value of the distributor versus, someone that can create their own shot? Is it 50, 50, 60, 40, 70, 30? How are you gauging it?
I would say 60-40. I would say 60-40. It's not, it's 20%, but that 20% is still a little bit, there's still some room in the middle to meet. So I don't look at that as a tremendous gap, but it's big enough. That's a separator.
Significant. It's significant.
From championship to not winning the championship.
Right.
Because think about it, the most successful people in the NBA that we call greats, like we call them the Damian Lillards, we call them the James Hardens, we call them the Russell Westbrooks. Like if we look at those type of scoring guards, they have been successful individually, but when it comes to the mountaintop, we don't really.
But all those guys, I believe that you just named, has assist titles, if I'm not mistaken.
Harden, I think, did get it.
Harden. I guess I look at Harden. I've always looked at him as a scorer. I know his time in Houston. He the ball stuck in his hands.
I agree with you because it's more consistency. He's more identified. Like even though he's identified, he's a playmaker. He can distribute. He's been a distributor. I'm talking about James Harden, but I do look at him more or less as a scorer. So that's the thing with me. Like if you gonna be an assist leader, or like I need to see it more than once, or I need to see you there consistently for years. That one and done really don't do much for me. I've always looked at Harden as a scorer first.
If you think of those two, as specifically, they were asked to be those type of players too.
The facilitator,
the scorer,
asked to be the scorer.
There, like when he was brought to Houston, he was brought to score, to be the franchise. And then when especially when KD left,
that's a good point.
OKC, he went on superhuman mode and just
he left first
on his back.
No, he left first. Remember?
I mean when Durant left OKC.
No, he left.
No, Harden left first.
I'm talking about Russ.
You talking about Brooklyn?
You talking about Russ?
Oh, you talking about Russ?
Okay, I'm talking about Russ.
Okay.
When Durant left, he just went superhuman mode in scoring and just doing everything. So I think it's what's needed. Sometimes scoring is important, but if you want to take it to the next level, you got to be able to set the table and then score.
I'm trying to think about when the last person, like outside of Steph Curry, what do we consider Kyle Lowry? But he wasn't Kyle Lowry.
He sets the table though.
He sets the table. Yeah, he sets the table. Drew Holiday. He sets the table. He plays defense and sets the table.
Yeah, those
Like
guys to me split. They I ain't gonna say half and half, but you see both levels identifiable in a lot of these guys. Guys like Kobe, Dwayne Wade, Michael, the guards that have won this thing and then like that in the last 20, 30 years, those were identified as straight scores.
Chauncey Billups set the table.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, we're naming champions. When we talk about that, a lot of times, like I said, a lot of this glorifying, it's like it's like similar to the Allen Iverson effect. Like, I'm a score, but I'm a pass when I have to because I get doubled and tripled, but I just want to score this thing. A lot of them don't win. They don't win.
You know, you get mad at me when I say LeBron's a point guard, but think about it. He set the table.
Yeah. I mean,
really?
The Joker.
Yeah.
Joker.
The usage rate is up there. Last topic, Laker land for the podcast today. NBA deal or no deal? Lakers edition. I'm going to throw a couple trade possibilities out there. Fellas, y'all let me know if this is a deal or no deal to you. Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, BA. Straight up for Donovan Mitchell. Deal or no deal?
Deal. Yeah, hey, I make that happen. That's they not losing. They not losing much. They gaining more than they losing.
Hank, I'm sticking with Rui Hachimura on this one. Rui and the 55th pick for Jeremy Grant from the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yes.
Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Deal?
Deal.
Y'all are high on Grant.
Grant is that guy. I'm telling you.
He's really good.
He's really good.
Hank, I'm going to stay with you on this one. Rui, Austin Reeves, and the 17th pick for Kevin Durant.
It's KD, but dog. I don't know, Seven. I want to see Kevin Durant around more young guys. That's the only reason why I would say no to that. It's not that he can't do his job, is that we get into that same scenario as with the 2021 Lakers. You got too many guys that passed 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Melo in them.
Yeah. Everybody breaking down. Nah, we don't need that.
Hey, when I see a whole without that's crazy. When I see them, I'm like, these dudes almost my age. And it's a whole squad full of them. I'm like, man, when I was in college, they were just
I was rooting for them though, but I was like, oh
yo.
Would you pull the trigger on that move, BA, if you was the GM, Rui and Austin Reeves, and that 17th first round pick for Kevin Durant?
Nah.
Really?
I don't. KD is. I just don't think KD is who we think he is anymore. He not. To me, he not.
Cole has entered the chat in the form of BA. My God.
Hey, I think he's gonna have a great year. Shots.
Bro, KD he don't play defense no more. Yo, he need like a good 15 games of a break. Yo, he can't go those. I'm sorry, he's just not it for me, man. He's still he's a Hall of Famer, but he's not him.
If they trade him back to OKC, that'd be a good look. Or New York.
I would love for him to go back home to OKC. I would love for him to go there. He not him no more.
He
man.
just shot that down.
Yeah. He needs
just shot that whole thought of going to OKC back down.
Just like Kyrie needs LeBron, KD needs Steph.
Last one for you, but I already know what he's going to say. I wish I would have gave this one to Hank because I already know what this one is going to be. But BA, deal or no deal? The Lakers re-signing with LeBron re-signing with the Lakers instead of signing with the Philadelphia 76ers? Those are the only two teams, by the way, that are able to offer LeBron the $50 million next season. That's why I specified Philly.
If LeBron wants a shot at winning the championship, then he got to go to Philly. Because they're already pre-built, and Joel Embiid won't have to work as hard as he's been working, killing himself, getting injured and wearing out his knees because because Tyrese Maxey is going to be an even better player next year because he's getting better each and every year. He might average 30 points next year. Don't be surprised if he averaged 27 to 30 points next year.
LeBron has set the table. There's a possibility to get Kevon Looney off this Golden State wave.
That'd be a great pickup if they get him as the backup. Oh my gosh!
And I think they can get another max player.
Ooh,
y'all don't like Jackson Hayes or something?
I liked him when he was in I believe that he played better with Zion than them because he got a lot of PT and all them boys did was run. That's all they did was run. And this is what got him a good contract with LA, with the Lakers.
All right, fellas, this is officially a wrap. Lakerland podcast is now officially in the books. We definitely appreciate everyone who is listening in and chiming in to the pod this week. Make sure you guys, again, follow us on social media at the Lakerland Show. We're doing our thing thanks to you guys, and we're just continuing to grow daily. So continue to push and help us guys get to where we need to be. We are on YouTube and social media. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Become a channel member as well. Help support the platform. Fellas, y'all got any final thoughts before we sign off?
You got anything, Hank?
Celtics in 5.
I think this is my hot take. Dallas is gonna win the next 4 games in a row.
Damn, really?
I'm only saying this because I picked Dallas in 6, so I gotta stay with it. The only way they're gonna win is 6. They gotta win 4 in a row. And Kyrie can't miss out. He missing too many open jumpers, but that's because he has to play defense.
How are you going to convince me, BA, if Kyrie comes down back from 3-1 and down 2-0, that he's not more clutch than Kobe? Are you going to be able to convince me that?
Yeah, of course.
If what happens, what you're saying, we've watched Kyrie come back from 3-1. Now you're saying he's going to come back from down 2-0 from Boston. If they pull this off, what are we doing with Kyrie?
Kyrie is going to be a top 5 point guard in the NBA of all time if he can win one more championship and do it at a high level like he did the first championship alongside LeBron. That's my thought. Right now, he's not even top 10 to me. He's like top 15, if that. He can be top 5. He can jump 10 slots if he can win one more championship and be on the same level he's on now. But because Luka doing his thing, but Kyrie is the other part. Is a separation of why they are in the finals right now.
So do you think that? So that is Jaylen Brown was putting some clamps on him the other day. You think that defense is bothering him?
I don't think it's the defense because I've seen this happen multiple times with him. What's happening is on the other side of that floor, he's having to defend. And I don't know if y'all noticed, Derek White is a scorer. Like Derek White is attacking you every single time down. And now you got Drew Holiday deciding to be a scorer too. So they are attacking Luka Doncic and they're attacking Kyrie Irving. They making both of them work on that defensive end, and on offense, they usually give their team like energy, and they usually have energy to run everything, control, dominate. But no, they if you look at their shots is short. They either too short or too long, and that's fatigue.
Well, we'll catch you guys next week. We're gonna have so much to talk about when it comes to this NBA Finals, as well as what's going on in Laker land. You guys stay safe. Have a great rest of the week. BA Hank 7 again. Shout out to Cole. We catch you guys next week. Stay safe, everybody. This is the Laker Land Show, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.